Hey, what's up, YouTube? You're watching Rants, and this is our TLC reaction video. Alright, so we're going to go through the matches here and give you our reactions. Alright, so the first match of the night, what was the first match?
Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton versus Slater and Rhyno, and guess who won? Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, and guess who couldn't be happier? This guy! I'm so happy that Bray Wyatt won his first title, being under the WWE. Him and Randy Orton won the Tag Team Championships for the first time, being the second ever SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Oh my god, I was so happy. Yeah.
You were in heaven.
Even though Bray Wyatt didn't do much in the match itself, Randy Orton did most of the work. Hey, whatever, I don't care. If Randy's there to help Bray Wyatt get over even more than he was, get him out of the slump that he's been in for a while, I can dig it, because I think that Bray will step it up now even more, now that he's got Randy Orton back at him. So, that's my thoughts on that. I don't really like the fact that Luke Harper is just there standing doing nothing.
Well, no, that's not true. He holds the titles for them.
He holds the titles, but I'm like, why is he just there to hold the titles? It should have
It's an important job.
In reality, it probably should have been Luke Harper and Bray winning the tag team titles, since they've been doing most of the work as the team. But whatever. Hey, Bray Wyatt has a title, so I'm happy. It's well deserved. A lot of people are probably skeptical because Randy did most of the work, but whatever. Bray has a title too, so.
I guess Luke Harper is now the Xavier Woods of the situation.
I guess so.
But he doesn't play the, what is it, the trumpet?
Trombone.
Anyways.
Have him play a banjo.
That'd be hilarious. Okay, so I'm mixed on this, because on one hand, I am very happy for Bray to have a title for the first time ever, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. But, and Randy Orton, I mean, he's okay. I mean, I don't hate the guy. He's not my favorite. He's decent, but
I wasn't a big Randy Orton guy at first, but if he's helping Bray Wyatt get him over, I'm all for it.
Exactly.
I just hope that Bray Wyatt, doesn't turn on Randy, or Randy doesn't turn on Bray.
It's possible, but that's for another video. Very possible, though. I think Randy Orton, I mean, obviously he's had a great career. He's had so many titles throughout his career. This is a lot more meaningful to Bray, in my opinion. And I think it's been working, this weird alliance. I've never would have expected in a million years for Orton to join the Wyatts. How about you?
No, I thought they were just going to do an angle like when Daniel Bryan joined him for like a week and then turned on him. And
but
they had their feud.
Anyways, so I'm mixed on this. So I'm happy for Bray that he has the title. But, like you said, the match itself, he hardly got any offense in. He didn't get the pin. Randy got the pin. Randy did most of the work. They should have let Bray look stronger in that match. And I'm not saying Bray is necessarily a weak wrestler, but they should have given him a little bit more in the match itself.
I mean, considering that Bray Wyatt got the pin for Team SmackDown at Survivor Series, it's like they couldn't have him get the pin for the tag team titles. They let Randy get the pin. I'm like, okay.
And I like Slater Rhyno too. I mean, hey, Slater needs that in-ground pool, so hopefully he has enough for that for his kids. He's got kids.
It's above ground.
Oh, above ground. Excuse me. And, he's got kids. He's got kids.
And they got to pay for that double wide. But I'm more for Bray Wyatt having the title. Don't really care how they got it. I'm just glad they got it.
Yeah. So I thought it was
not even like they cheated either. It was clean.
That's true. That's
There was like a little bit of interference, but no one actually came in contact with. No one, did any moves. Anyone. Just that Bray Wyatt did the backward spider walk, and then Rhyno got RKO'd, and then he got pinned. So.
That's good. That's cool. Yeah, that's a good point. I just hope they give Luke Harper more opportunities to wrestle. I just hope he doesn't really stand on the sidelines that often.
I wish that, because since Randy Orton's wife just had a baby, I would have thought Randy Orton would have been taking some time off, and then Luke Harper could, stand in to the Freebird role where they could all three hold the titles, but...
I'm sure that could possibly happen down the road.
Since it's
eventually.
Like when the Spirit Squad were the tag team champions, they used to have 2 different people hold the titles at different times. So, I don't know. They should go back to the Freebird world. They might. I don't know. The New Day does it.
Okay, so next match. What was the next match? It doesn't necessarily have to be in any order, but...
I think it was Carmella and Nikki Bella was the second match. And I predicted that was going to be the next match, too. And in the order of the show. And
Too bad you didn't make a video about it.
I should have. I was just tired and working
But that's
a
all right.
lot.
Yeah,
So,
that's understandable.
but
Yeah, it was a decent match.
Nikki Bella got the win over Carmella with the use of a fire extinguisher. Carmella's weakness, fire
That was kind of
extinguishers.
funny, yeah.
That match itself was lame, boring. I didn't really care too much about it. It's like, I'm glad Nikki won. Would have been better for Carmella, because since Carmella turned heel. But out of the entire pay-per-view, Nikki Bella was the only face that won, besides the pre-show tag team match where American Alpha won. But on the main card, Nikki Bella was the only face that won the entire card.
Good observation.
So the match wasn't that great. We had a use of a kendo stick with Nikki and Carmella were whacking each other with a kendo
I enjoyed
stick.
that part of the match.
But pretty much the fire extinguisher was
And that, of course.
probably the only highlight of the match, but it was a pretty dumb match altogether. They're trying to top Raw, but no, that's where they're failing. And then, of course, Carmella said, Nikki, it wasn't me who attacked you, it was Natalya. It was like, kind of figured that anyways, because Natalya wanted to be in that match anyways, instead of being a coach, because they were in Canada for Survivor Series. You gotta have Natalya wrestle in her hometown. So, the next match is Kalisto versus Baron Corbin in a chairs match, which was actually a pretty decent match.
I was actually surprised
for
at this
Baron
match.
Corbin. Baron Corbin matches aren't usually that great.
It was pretty good. It was
but
solid.
It was pretty good for this feud. Kalisto had a good showing in it. He's very quick, even for being a small guy. He's not quite like Rey Mysterio, but he has the potential.
Corbin ended up winning, right?
Yeah, give it to him.
What was his? What's his move? What's his finisher?
The end of days.
End of days.
He did
That's a pretty cool move.
He did the end of days into a pile of chairs. Match was over. The next match was...
Oh, yes, I just wanted to say, that one spot where he threw Kalisto into the chairs, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. And then the next match is Dolph Ziggler versus The Miz for the Intercontinental title in a ladder match, which was a solid match. You know,
It was solid.
it's like, even though I'm kind of getting sick of The Miz and Ziggler, that this was supposed to be the last time, and I hope it's the last time. That's what they said it was, the final chapter. And of course, The Miz stuck
Until next
out.
time.
The Miz stuck out with the victory. He got the win. Weakened the leg towards the end of the match. The match was back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win this match. It could have gone either way, but you kind of figured that it was going to be The Miz at the end, because Dolph Ziggler has a tendency of losing lately, and they're really pushing The Miz as the top heel on SmackDown, and his whole rivalry with general manager Daniel Bryan, and mocking him, doing the yes chants during the match, and doing all his different moves. And stuff.
Yeah. I enjoyed him actually mocking Daniel. As much as I love Daniel Bryan, I did enjoy that part of the match. The Miz, man, he's a good heel. He definitely is.
He definitely reinvented himself for sure.
And then you got Maurice helping out now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that match. I thought it was a good match. I wish Ziggler won it. I don't know who he pissed off in the back, but it seems recently
Not that he
Ziggler's...
pissed anybody off. It's just that's how they're booking it, because they want to.
But I'm just saying, you never know. It could be politics.
Yeah.
Ziggler, I mean, he's getting screwed over, it seems like,
True.
all the time lately.
I'd rather trade him to Raw.
At least he's on the card. At least
Yeah.
he's in these events.
It was a
in
high
title
profile
matches.
match.
It was. It was a very good match. I thought it was cool how at the end of the match they had the two ladders set up
Yeah.
next to each other, and
You
Miz
almost-
climbed it.
You almost thought Ziggler was going to get it, but then all of a sudden Miz got it, and I was like,
And I also like that spot when Miz was dangling from the title. That was kind of cool.
yeah,
Like he was just suspended in the air.
yeah.
But I'm not a huge Miz fan. I don't hate the guy, but at the same time, I would like to see the Ziggler Ziggler get a title sometime soon
It's
again.
like he wins it, and then he loses it, and then he wins it and loses it.
No consistency.
I'd rather get him in the world title picture now, you know. Maybe
Yeah,
have
that'd be
better
cool.
luck, but I don't know.
All right, next
Or-
match.
The next match was Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss.
This was a good
in
match.
A tables match, and unfortunately, my favorite, Becky Lynch, lost, and I was very, very upset because
Sad emoji.
I love Becky Lynch very much.
More than life itself.
I was pretty determined that she was going to win this match because she's been winning so many other matches. But I kind of figured that maybe down the line Alexa was going to get it, but it was kind of a shock that she actually did get the win. But hey, they gotta push, new talent. They're comparing to Raw, and since Raw's been having so many title changes with their women, but their title changes have been too frequent.
They're playing hot potato.
I'm like, come on, let's hope that they let them have a run for a little while, and then you have to work your way back up to get it. So then when they win it back, that means a whole lot more once they retain it again. So we'll see what Alexa
How
can
long
do.
did Becky have it for?
Since they debuted, it's been a couple months. Then
So I wish she had it for a little
And
while.
then she was out for injury, and then she had the one defense in Glasgow, and she tapped out. Then they had the rematch, and her foot was under the rope. But still, Becky has beaten her before, and she wants a rematch. I would like to see her win it again, but I just don't know how soon they'll do it.
Who knows? Maybe they'll play hot potato with.
Maybe.
You never know. In a way, I hope they don't. But who knows? I'm a big Becky fan, and Alexa's okay. I mean, it's kind of cool to see a different women wrestler have the title, especially in SmackDown.
She definitely deserves it because she was in NXT for a long time, and she really reinvented her character from being this like fairy wearing a tutu. I mean, she still wears the tutu, and she does like this Harley Quinn type gimmick.
It's awesome.
So it's cool.
What did you think of the match?
I liked it.
Aside from Becky losing, of course.
Yeah, I liked it. But
What do you think? Do you think Alexa's where would you rank Alexa talent-wise?
she's in the same category. She's one that has definitely proved herself in the ring. She's definitely in the ranks of being champion, so she deserves it for sure. Being in NXT and working her way up, so I'm proud of her. And even when she won, she was literally crying. Like she was a heel, but then when she was on Talking Smack, she was showing real emotion. So she was kind of like face in her interview. But even though she was crying, I can respect that because you work so hard to.
Her dream's coming true, man.
Get to this point, it's your first title on the main roster.
It's special.
But then, a year's time, she just got, called up to SmackDown. When the draft happened, and to being champion now, it's going to be awesome for her. And she's young too. She's in her mid-20s.
Wow.
So, she deserves it, and I give her credit. And I like to see more come out of it. Hey, it's better having these young females get the title instead of Nikki Bella. Because eventually,
I agree, 100%.
Eventually, you think Nikki's going to get that title eventually, but I'd rather have the NXT upstarts get it like Becky and now, of course, Alexa. So I'm still holding out for Naomi to get a title shot one of these days because Naomi's never had a title yet.
Yeah.
So.
Well, anyways, thanks for watching. Let us know your thoughts and reactions to TLC. And stay tuned because we're going to make one more reaction video and we're going to be talking about the main event between Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles. Man, that was one of the best matches I've seen all year. But we'll get more into detail in our next video. Any last thoughts?
Yeah, stay tuned to our main event video. You are not going to want to miss it.
No, you're not. And if you do, we'll track you down and make you watch it. Not really, but...
No, you can watch it on your own leisure.
Well, follow us on social media. See ya!